Damn! Just when you thought Mirko couldn't get any thicker, here she is busting down walls and kicking the faces off of Nomu. Or should I say this chapter's title? High Ends. This is gonna be fun. What's up guys, it's Truth Hero and welcome back to another My Hero Academia chapter review. Boku no Hero Academia chapter 261 of the manga was very action-packed, but we'll discuss everything from the new Rising of the Shield Hero, Crust, to these high-end Nomu with self-awareness, and what all that means for the heroes and their plan to defeat the villains. Let's jump in. The chapter opens with a sort of continuation of Dr. Ujiko's overall monologue about the heroes wrecking his life's work, and as creepy and evil and dark and twisted as we believe him to be, and he is, you gotta admit he does have an affection for the Nomu and his creations, or his children. He's seen talking to John-chan, or what's left of John-chan after Mirko kicked the door down, and he's saying, "Oh, you were such a good boy, you were well made. My poor John-chan." John-chan did nothing wrong, guys. Dr. Ujiko then goes on to further reminisce about his life's work with the Nomu and his relationship with All for One, thinking to himself, "Your insatiable curiosity and inquiry always became my greatest strength. Thank you very much, my friend." I find this hauntingly endearing and maybe even a bit touching because it's this insatiable curiosity and lust for power and control that All for One had that led to this great relationship between him and Dr. Ujiko, but also again led to so many people being turned into mindless zombies of the Nomu kind and being robbed of their quirks and probably their lives. But it's still good to see a subtle hint of Dr. Ujiko's true feelings because he's been this cold clinical man, and now we're getting some background on him, and maybe we can even get some origin story between how All for One found Dr. Ujiko and why he chose him to be his #1 assistant. Mirko radios to Endeavor, "Hey, I found all these high-end Nomu down here," and Endeavor's like, "Yeah, I wish I could say that I could come right away, but hang on a bit because I and the other heroes are already fighting Nomu. How many of these things are there?" We have this great scene and panel where all the heroes are charging into battle against the Nomu, and that's really a great precursor to what this arc's going to be. One huge battle and fight scene, and we haven't even gotten to the mansion yet, we're still at the hospital. Lockrock radios Mandalay and says, "Hey, how's that evacuation going?" And she says, "We're just now evacuating the last patients out of the hospital." So you know that just as hell is about to break loose, everyone's going to be safe, but then again, the stage is set for an awesome battle. This is either going to be a really good day for the heroes as they triumph over the high-end Nomu, Dr. Ujiko, and the villains, or a very bad day for the heroes as they're in way over their heads. However, there is some encouraging evidence. When Mirko kicks down that door and kills the high-end Nomu, the head comes clean off, and she destroys it, like that. So it tells me that the high-end Nomu the heroes are facing above the basement might not be as strong as the ones in the basement, or what we're used to seeing from, say, Hood-chan, the high-end Nomu that fought Endeavor and Hawks and gave them a really hard time. However, on the flip side, Dr. Ujiko didn't activate the high-end Nomu yet when this happened, and as we see at the end of the chapter, there's those 5 high-end Nomu that are very strong, and they did not let Mirko push them around. So it's possible that some of the high-end Nomu vary on strength as their purpose varies. Hood-chan was to make a statement against Hero Society, whereas these Nomu might be glorified security guards for Dr. Ujiko, and the 5 that he activated are very serious and going to go after heroes. But what do you guys think? Are all high-end Nomu equally as powerful or created equally? Comment down below. We'll just have to wait and see what their abilities are as the Shield Hero and Mirko and the rest of our heroes confront these demons. Before discussing these elite high-end Nomu, we have to talk about one of the most epic crossovers. The Rising of My Shield Hero Academia. So we meet this universe's version of Naofumi Iwatani, the Shield Hero Crust. I mean, he even has a cape like Naofumi. Actually, I wonder if Mirko is part of his harem, because if so, I want to join his thick hero party. All Shield Hero jokes aside, Crust has the ability to produce, and I assume, hardened scales and plates on his body, similar to Hiryu Rin from Class 1B, although I doubt he has the ability to shoot the plates, but maybe he can extend them like blades. We'll just have to see, and I look forward to seeing how his defense matches up against one of these high-end Nomu. As our shield hero Crust is wandering around endlessly in these tunnels and basically this maze that's in the basement, he's like, this is a bunker, we gotta kick down the walls and get to Dr. Ujiko. And then he says, Miruko, he calls for her. Now before we discuss Nafumi's future fate in My Hero Academia, let's transition back to Miruko, who is about to confront Dr. Ujiko, because we need some context for when Crust actually confronts a high-end Nomu. I love the scene where Miruko's like, time to find out if you're the real Dr. Ujiko by kicking you with these thick thighs. First of all, Miruko, you can kick me any day, okay? But Dr. Ujiko's just like, I'm real, I swear I'm the real one. What Dr. Ujiko does here is great, because you always hope that the evil genius who's about to run away or flee his hideout has one more trick up his sleeve, and he does. Ujiko thinks about the Nomu that Dabi used called Hood-chan, and then he reflects on the other kids, that's right, this sicko calls his Nomu kids, and that they're not ready for the testing phase yet, or basically to be released out of the vats growing and engineering them. If Dabi hadn't failed to recover Hood-chan, the Nomu that he used to attack Endeavor, then it could be safeguarding Dr. Ujiko right now. And unfortunately, it takes sort of 10 hours or half a day to get these Nomu fully functional. But in this emergency case, Ujiko reaches inside his lab coat to pull out a remote and I assume activate these Nomu, and then BAM! Your girl Miruko kicks it out of his hand. Or does she? Let me know down below in the comments what actually happens here, because I'm genuinely confused. The little Nomu says shedding here, so perhaps it shedded its outer layer or skin that looked like Dr. Ujiko, or maybe it's another twice clone of Ujiko, or maybe this little Nomu can teleport people short distances and remove Dr. Ujiko from the range of Miruko's kick, for example. But either way, it buys Ujiko enough time to activate all these high-end Nomu. Dr. Ujiko activates these bad boys, saying Mocha-chan's vat will not be in vain. Apparently, this sicko is still upset because one of his abominations was kicked and destroyed by Miruko. But hey, time for the high-end Nomu to avenge their kin. Devour those cursed heroes, my beloved high-ends. Bruh, what the high-end Nomu say here is so badass. Heh, heh, hero. Long time no see, hero. We'll kill it all. Let's move. Ooh, I'm so ready! What's of course interesting in all this is that these high-end Nomu are again self-aware, just like Hood-chan knew who Endeavor was and was actually targeting him. Now, the high-end Nomu that Crust runs into in the hallway says, I don't know, Crust. And our shield hero says, wow, you're pretty smart to answer. But this makes me wonder if some of the high-end Nomu have specific heroes as targets, or are programmed to know certain heroes and they just don't know a lower tier hero like our shield hero Crust. What if he's saying, I don't know Crust, but I certainly know Miruko who just kicked all my friends back there and I'm gonna get my revenge. Also, this high-end Nomu that's fighting Nafumi, or about to fight our shield hero Crust, says I am number and then it cuts off. If you actually count this high-end Nomu with the others that Dr. Ujiko activated, it's a total of 5 high-end Nomu. If they have even remotely equal power to Hood-chan, the high-end Nomu that fought Endeavor and Hawks, then this is going to be an insane fight for the heroes. That took 2 pro heroes, number 1 and number 2, just to take down, and they were spent after that. I don't care how many heroes you have, this is going to be an insane fight and a huge challenge for the heroes. Also, adding to this building tension and presumable overflowing drama that we're about to encounter is the fact that Dr. Ujiko said he only needs about 10 hours or half a day to activate these high-end Nomu. He did these 5 in an emergency situation. So, unless the heroes either 1. Capture Dr. Ujiko and subdue these 5 high-end Nomu, or somehow remain in the basement and destroy all the Nomu that are still waiting in vats, Dr. Ujiko could be sending countless more high-end Nomu to fight the heroes, and they could be dealing with an army, and this could get out of hand really fast. There's also the possibility that in this emergency situation, Dr. Ujiko could awaken the greatest sleeping dragon, Shigaraki. And I believe even if Shigaraki is not ready and doesn't have all the quirks we assume he's getting from Dr. Ujiko and his research, he's still going to pose a huge problem for the heroes, and this mission will be unsuccessful. Also, these high-end Nomu look amazing. One looks armored, one looks like a clown, it has a Joker kind of cap, and then another one has the long hair and the long arms, maybe the girl Nomu, and we saw it has some power. It pushed Miruko way back, and really injured her. So these are impressive specimens. The end of this chapter, though, is so amazing. Mirko says, "Do you think you'll miss it?" referring to the Nomu asking Dr. Ujiko, "Are you gonna miss your creations when I destroy them?" And then she says, "Good, it's just starting to get hot." Meaning, I'm just warming up. This is great. Mirko is thick, Mirko is tough. What more could you ask for in a girl? A hero. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, what's your favorite high-end Nomu out of this bunch? What do you think their quirks will be? And what happens when Mirko and the heroes face them? Will Dr. Ujiko actually awaken Shigaraki? I'd love to hear your theories. If you guys like My Hero Academia content and these chapter reviews, don't forget to enroll at UA today by subscribing. And until next time, plus ultra.
夜